Today marks the release of Moon Knight on Disney+. My personal favorite Marvel character is finally making his way to the screen in some capacity, and I could not be more excited. So, I figured, what would be a better thing to talk about on this channel than, of course, the thing that got me into this character to begin with. That's right. Moon Knight action figures. Now, granted, I do not have the Marvel Universe 3 3/4 inch Moon Knight anymore. I lost it when I was younger, and I have yet to get one back, but god damn it, I will. No, we're going to be talking about another Moon Knight figure, too, actually. This one, the first one, is the figure that got me into Marvel Legends. So I owe a lot to this figure, and overall to this character. So if you are just as excited about Moon Knight as I am, go ahead, strap in, and let's go ahead and take a look at some Moon Knight Marvel Legends. Alright, welcome everybody. My name is Deceptibot9. Thank you for joining me here. Don't forget to go ahead and hit the like button if you like what you see. Go ahead and subscribe here if you want to see more of what I got. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well, where I make shorter form videos and post pictures about all the figures I get, the ones I like, all that fun stuff. So, we're going to be talking about two Moon Knight Marvel Legends figures today. The first one is the Moon Knight from the 2016 Vulture Wing Build-A-Figure wave and the 2020 Walgreens Exclusive Moon Knight as well. These two are easily two of my favorite Marvel Legends in my whole collection. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a closer look at both of these guys. Okay, here is a closer look at Moon Knight. Like I said up top, this Moon Knight is from the 2016 Spider-Man Homecoming Vulture Wings Build-A-Figure wave. And this guy was one of, if not the first, Marvel Legends figure that I ever bought, because that's just how much I like Moon Knight, man. And I gotta say, for a figure that is now five-ish years old, he is not bad. He still does hold up. He still looks great. You guys will see that I do have a fabric cape on here as well, because I think the plasticky cape that they come with on this guy just didn't look quite right. And so when I got this cape, it was from a Star Wars Black Series figure. It was from a First Order Snowtrooper that came in like a Target exclusive box set thingy. I was like, this is it. This is the cape that's going on my Moon Knight. Now, obviously, it's got some strings hanging down there because I'm not a perfect customizer or anything, but I like the way it looks a lot more, especially if you can get it going splayed out. You almost get that crescent shape from it. I just think it looks a whole lot better. But you will see that this guy is based on his appearance in the 2014 Warren Ellis and Declan Shalvey run. And I mean, he looks great. He looks tremendous. You can see there's lots of the black. We get the white going down here. The arms on the shoulder panels as well. Down here on the legs with the nice little white boots. And of course, we get this great looking crescent here on his chest. And the head sculpt is absolutely amazing. I love the way this head sculpt looks. The hood molded into it looks great. I love, you can see the creases in the black mask, but the way those blue eyes pierce through the black just looks absolutely amazing as well. You get the nice little hip pieces there. Overall, he looks really, really nice, but let me go ahead and show you what he looks like if you buy him new in package. Okay, so here he is with the normal cape on. You can see that it doesn't look bad, it looks fine, but with how big it is, and with how, I mean, this one is, you know, kind of movable, but if you want to get him into some lower acrobatic poses, the cape does quite get in the way. And it's something you just don't have to deal with when you attach a fabric cape to him. But we'll go ahead and throw this on for the rest of the while. So anyway, let's take a look at his accessories that you get. Obviously, here in his hand, you get the crescent moon dart, which is of course standard. And you also get what is supposed to be his staff. Move. Focus. There we go. These are pieces, I believe, that were reused from Daredevil, some type of Daredevil Marvel Legends as his batons, so you can split it, and it can be 2 pieces that you can use, but since I always associate Moon Knight with the bow staff, I like to kind of keep it a little, I like to keep it connected, even though it does make for a short staff, but what can you do? Other accessories you get is you do get 2 closed fists, so he can properly punch. The thing about these fists as well is you will notice they have 3 little holes in them, and that's because Moon Knight also comes with 3 very tiny moon darts. Now you'll notice that these 2 slightly different color than that one because one of these is the ones that came with the Walgreens one. I can't remember which one's which. I can't find the other 3 in my accessories bin, but I was able to track down these 3 at least. They're very, very small in hand, but the reason you have these holes in these fists is because you are able to put the darts into the holes in the fist. So let me go ahead and try to get that. Okay. After much trials and tribulations, you can see there he can hold the 3 darts in his hand, kind of evoking a Wolverine-esque claw, or as if he's kind of holding them in his fists ready to throw them. And I mean, it's a neat look. It is quite a struggle and a pain to get them in there, especially if you have big hands and fingers like me. Plus, they are usually kind of prone to falling out very easily, but they're kind of holding on very well. Go ahead and take those out. All right, let's hit articulation real quick on Moon Knight. So the head is on a traditional ball joint, can go all the way around, do all the fun stuff. Look down pretty far, look up not as much. Arms can go all the way around, but they are kind of hindered by that cape, so you move them out of the way a little bit. Arms, they can go up. You would think that these shoulder panels are hindering them a little bit, but they are not. They got a bicep swivel right there, the traditional Marvel Legends double jointed. He's very creaky right up there. And a swivel on the wrist, plus this wrist right here comes with the hinge to be able to make him point his staff downward, which is nice. The other ones all have the standard crunch like that. He has a ab crunch, as you can see and hear, which gets him going forward that far, backward a tremendous amount as well. Swivel at the waist, which is not blocked by these hip guards. Legs go forward and backward, not very much. They swivel up here at the thigh, double bend here at the knee, and of course, all of the fun ankle swivelies as well. So, with all that said, on this Moon Knight, let's go ahead, look at a couple comparisons real quick. Since everyone calls him Marvel's Batman, here is Moon Knight with a McFarlane Toys 7-inch Batman. You can see the differences there. Moon Knight is not Marvel's Batman, no matter how many people say it. That's Iron Man. And here's Moon Knight with his good buddy, old pal, Spider-Man. They look good together. These 2, they look good. And here he is compared with the Walgreens Exclusive Moon Knight. You can see they are quite different. All right, speaking of the Walgreens Exclusive Moon Knight, let's go ahead, jump straight into talking about this guy. So here he is. I was super excited when they announced and revealed this guy. Walgreens Exclusive had me a little skeptical, but in my area, I was able to find him. He was a little difficult, but I am glad I was able to, because I ain't missing a release of my guy Moon Knight. And like we saw with the comparison to the other Moon Knight, is you can see that he is on a different body. He is on the thinner, like pizza Spidey body, and he's in a more traditional classic costume as well. And you can see there's just lots of nice details on him here. Obviously, the body is like a plain white, so is the cape and this part of the mask. But you can see in things like in the hood, there is this graying paint going on, and around the eyes, and the eyes now are silver instead of blue. And the crescent dart right there looks good. And then these, like his gauntlets and his belt, and the leg bracers down here are all kind of dressed up in this shiny silvery coat of paint, which looks really, really nice. And same thing, you can see one of his main accessories here is a full bow staff, which is a reuse from the Marvel Legends Gambit, but I don't really mind. I'm just glad he has a full staff. The downside even though he has a full staff, he doesn't have the same type of wrist pivot to go all the way down with it like the last one did. So he has to kind of just stick it out to the side or figure it out. And you can see they have used the same cape. And now this cape can cause a little bit of problems with this figure, because if you look at it, he's standing neutral. It's a little too long for this body. He is a little shorter, and the cape tends to be a little too long to even just get him in a neutral standing pose if you want to have it pegged in to the back. It's too long. So I wish they would have done something different with the cape, because it gets in the way. So as much as I like this guy, yeah, cape might need to go. But you're saying you have a fabric cape on the other one, and this one fits just fine on the other one. Let's see what the fabric cape looks like on this one. All right, so here's what that fabric cape looks like on the Walgreens Moon Knight. I don't know. I'm not digging it as much. I think the interior black doesn't fit when the figure here is going for the all white aesthetic. You know, maybe with some modifications, if it was all white, I could see it. I just think with the all white get up here, the inside of that cape needs to be white as well. But it's not a bad look. If I could get a nice fabric cape with a bendy wire, I think this Moon Knight would be vast improved. All right, so we've seen the bow staff, but let's see what else this Moon Knight comes with. So he does also come with 2 fisted hands. They are the same sculpt, because you can see they've got the crescent dart on them, right? They've got the crescent dart on them right there. They are just painted in all white. They do still have the divots, because he did also come with his own set of 3 tiny little crescent darts. I'm not going to put them in there again, because they are a pain in the ass. He, of course, also comes with the standard issue Moon Knight crescent dart. And he comes with this alternate head as well, which gives him a black mask to go along with the style of hood that he rocks. So let's see that real quick. Okay, so here is the Moon Knight with the black mask, and it looks really nice. It looks really, really good. You can also put this on that other Moon Knight as well, the Warren Ellis one, and it doesn't look too bad on that one either. Okay, and since he is on a different body sculpt, let's go ahead and cover the articulation real quick. So the head goes all the way around, swivels up or bends down, looks up a little bit, not that much. You can see he's got butterfly joints, which is great and exciting for a character like Moon Knight. Arms, same deal. They can go all the way around, but you got to go out of the way of the cape. They go up that far. They swivel at the bicep. They have the traditional double elbow as well. Hands swivel all the way around just like that. They bend at the wrist, all that good stuff. Ab crunch right here, less cratchety sound than the other one, obviously, but you do get a fairly good amount of posing out of it, but that cape's going to give you a little hindrance. Swivels at the waist right there as well. Legs go forward that far, they go back that far, they can go all the way out that far, so he can spread that much. Swivel right there at the bicep, double jointed knees, swivel at the calf cut right there, and ankle pivots all the way around, just like normal. All right, let's see those comparisons again real quick. Here is the Walgreens Moon Knight with McFarlane Batman and with his good buddy Spider-Man. Now, seeing these two together makes me wish we could get a Infinity Warps wave of figures where we could get an Arachnite. I think that would be a great looking figure. All right, that's going to do it for a look at the Moon Knight figures. Let's go ahead and take it up to me for my final thoughts. So, what do I think about these Moon Knight figures? Well, I think if you are a fan of Moon Knight like me, you are going to want to have both of these in your collection if you do not already. And if you're just a Marvel Legends fan, I think they stand enough on their own to warrant getting both. They're obviously going for 2 different styles of Moon Knight, obviously the more modern Marvel Now style and the more classic original Moon Knight style as well. So they're both great figures. Obviously the cape thing, like I mentioned, but those are easy fixes like the fabric capes. So overall, I love Moon Knight. I am ecstatic to have both of these guys in my collection, and I really, really hope that with the MCU show coming out, we get an MCU body, we get an MCU Mr. Knight, we get a comic version of Mr. Knight. I am so open to getting way more Moon Knight characters in the Marvel Legends line, and I seriously hope that that happens. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you for joining me all the way to the end here. If you've watched episode 1 of Moon Knight, go ahead and let me know what you think about it down below, what you think about these figures as well down below. That's all I've got. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all later.